Well, howdy do, buckaroos, and how the heck are you? I meant to turn the music on before I started the video, but then my mind wandered and I forgot what I was doing, and boy, oh boy, I'm getting old, man. Here, let me move that bottle out the way for a second. That's not the bottle that's in the shop. Never mind then. Anyways, here, let me see if I can get that music turned on here. Let's turn on Beer Whisperer Radio. It's at the end of Three Dog Night. Oh, well, it is over. The Three Dog Night Old Fashioned Love Song was finishing up. See what's playing next. Here I had, this is, okay, here's another episode. This will be number 3 of, let's do number 3. I can't do that 3 anymore. My fingers are jacked up anymore. I can't make that motion anymore. That really sucks. 3. It's the only way I can do 3, man. 3. I guess I can do that. I can do that. As long as I can do that. Oh God, I got a doctor checking on it, but it's not till September. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to wait that long, man. So anyway, the other episode 3 of Beer and Bullshit, 2 beers and bullshit with the beer was fine. With 2 beer video, you know, so it's not too long, but longer than one, just in case we got things to talk about. 5.1%. Munich style golden lager, KC Beer Co. Helles. Yeah, 5.1. I mean, these typically are lower in ABV. Then I had a Boulevard has their dry hop Helles in their newest mixed pack. It's 5.6, so that's you know, not a lot of ABV, but it's higher than typical Helles anyway. So cheers. Now I've got some ambrosia. You're the only woman. I refer to this as my 70s jukebox favorites. 70s bar jukebox favorites mix. Songs I used to hear back then, man. Anyway, cheers. Use some Pilsner malt. I believe he uses some Munich malt as well. So you do feel some of those bready malts as you would in a Pilsner, but you also get a little bit of that caramel that you get from a Munich malt. Of course, it's not quite hopped like a Pilsner, so you do have enough hops to close her down, but you don't have that nice crisp hop bite. It is a damn fine Helles, so I like it a lot. You're the only woman. That's an old man. That's a young man's nose. Yeah. Those high notes. That's a young man's nose. Old man. I can do the low notes now that I couldn't do back then. But I can't do those high notes anymore without going completely falsetto. Anyway, I digress. Make me cry. Anyways, my wife's over here. We're in the garage, both in the garage. She's making fun of me as I'm doing my video. She's not projecting. Anyways, I digress. Woo-wee! Recycling some leftovers for dinner. The trick is, you know, most people, some people do. Certain leftovers you look forward to, but sometimes leftovers are a drag. So I try to reinvent them, you know, serve the same thing, but serve it a different way. So anyways, I had some leftover spaghetti from the other night. So I kind of added to the sauce. I had some mushrooms in to finish up, so I had some mushrooms and kind of rebuilt the sauce a little bit. We had some spaghetti, but typically there's something called house casserole that my kids like, my wife likes. Of course, no kids here tonight, but anyway, I used to make it a lot. Use leftover, you know, use whatever noodle you got. You know, some use different noodles. Basically, you just add a mixture of cream cheese and sour cream. Lay it over the top of your noodles, add some sauce, and you're done. I've always added cheese to it, but a lot of recipes don't call for adding cheese. So I did a little riff on that tonight, and use cottage cheese in place of sour cream and cream cheese because, well, you guessed, that's what I had. And it was ready to go belly up. It was right at where the date was. Actually, it was a little past the date, but didn't turn green, so I'm going to use it. If the cottage cheese don't turn green, it's going to get used anyway. So I made that mixture. What I did was I added some seasonings of my choice. I added an egg as if I were making lasagna, and I mixed that over ricotta mixture. So anyway, then I spread that. It was a small curd cottage cheese, so I spread that over the top of the spaghetti. I added additional sauce. I put that in the oven to bake. And I'll let that bake for about 30 minutes-ish. And then I'll pull it out. I'll add some cheese, bake it a little longer, pull it back out, add a little more cheese, and then bake uncovered to finish. So that cheese gets a little bubbly, gets a little brown. But I like the 2 layers of cheese. It just, this gets me hot all over. Anyway. Now I got some Uriah Heep. So I went from that song to Uriah Heep, Easy Living. That's the kind of mix I got going on here at the Beer Whisperer Pub. Well, cheese biscuits and gravy. Now let's change props. Beer 2. Boulevard Single Wine IPA. It was in a mixed pack, 5.7, It's actually more more APA stat-wise. It's more of an APA these days, but what the hell? What's in the name, right? Nobody cares anymore. I mean, New England IPAs, what are like 6%, 15 IBU? Does anybody give a rat's ass at this point? I don't care. What's in the name? People can call anything they want. If you call something an IPA or a sour, it's going to sell, whether it really is or not. It just doesn't matter. Beer geeks don't care how good the beer is. They just want something they think is popular. They'll stand in line for anything that somebody else said was wonderful. Talk about lemmings, man. Beer snobs are the ultimate lemmings. If there's hype on something, they don't even care how good it is. It could suck ass. They could take toilet water and call it a sour IPA and put it in a 750 with a nice label on it. And some of these beer snobs will stand in line for 4 hours to buy it and tell you how wonderful it is. Anyway, I digress. Just because I'm correct doesn't mean I'm wrong. You all know I'm right. You've seen how beer snobs know what the hell I'm talking about. As Popeye said, I am what I am. And I'm not a sweet potato. Anyway, I digress again. So this is an interesting IPA because it's a bit of a throwback. It's not really an English IPA, but it doesn't really fit any. It's not a West Coast. It's not New England. It's really not even an early East Coast IPA. It kind of is what it is. It's a little citrus. It's also a little herbal. There's some different hops going on here. Oh, dang. Dave Ho, I thought I was hearing some Dave Ho. Finish one from Dave Ho, an Australian blues guitarist. Man, this guy's incredible. I saw him several years ago. About a decade and a half ago, to be probably more precise. Jenny Lee is my favorite Dave Ho too, but this song is good. Amazing guitar, great slide player, by the way. Anyways, see, this is why I don't do what I call what I do beer reviews, because I like to have a conversation. We're at a pub, we're cranking some tunes. Of course, I don't know the rights to anything, and we're having a conversation. Nice. I personally get a lot of orange from this beer. I feel like I'm getting some apricot in the middle. I feel like I'm getting some herbal notes as well, like pine or juniper like notes at the end. You might feel some other citrus notes, might feel some other fruit notes. Hey man, what you get is what you get. I ain't gonna tell you you're wrong. Boulevard is doing some damn fine beers. I bought this mix pack and it had three single lives, and 3 of their classic pale ales. It had 3 of their dry hop Hellas, a tasting room beer, and they had 3 of their 80 shilling a tasting. So it comes with 2 tasting room beers and 2 of their classics. And I picked it up at a big box store for about $13. That's a deal. Oh, mercy, person. Well, I'm sensing it's just about time you get back in there. Check on my concoction in the oven there. Put it in there. I've got it without the cheese now. I got to take it out, put a little cheese on, put it back in covered, and let that cheese melt. I'm going to take it out, put some more cheese on, put it back in uncovered. Just so I get that. I like this. There's a little bit of brown, a little bubbly. You know what I'm talking about? Get a little bit of brown spots over it. Oh my god! I'm getting hard just thinking about it. Anyway, I'm getting chubby just thinking about it. Oh my goodness! I'm gonna have a wet one tonight, Martha. Anyways, I am Tiny Beer Whisperer. I tell my wife keeps telling me I'm not as funny as I think I am, and I keep telling her. If everybody thought I was funny as I think I am, the world would be a much better place. I am Tiny Beer Whisperer, beer can whisperer, beer drinker. Finish one. This song is awesome. All around good guy. Y'all have a good one.
Whatever you use this little